going on, ant keepers? Welcome back to my Antics, a YouTube channel where we talk how to care for your queens and colonies into maturity. Today, we're going to be doing something fun. It's been a long time since we've had any mention or notice of the Amber Maidens, a beautiful red and black Camponotus Floridanus colony that we've probably been growing, I don't know, since the beginning of the year, maybe December, January of 2022. Since then, we've had them in the spotlight a couple times, but today is a magnificent triumph because they are ready for their second My Antics Halo nest. We're going to have some fun, plug them in, watch how they do, and clean them up a little bit while we're at it. Alright, let's go do it. Here we are on the ant table, and this right here, ladies and gentlemen, is currently the Amber Maidens' complete universe or world. This is their home, where they live, where they grow, mingle, communicate, and where they look forward to the future. If you remember, not too long ago, we moved the queen in with about, I want to say, 10 to 15 workers into this My Antics Halo nest. Back then, we had a heat cord on them to help boost their growth, and we made sure that we gave them a lot of goodies, sweets, and water, so they have everything they need to thrive. Today, before we do anything else, let's go ahead and we'll clean out their Outworld real quick, and then we'll dive into the My Antics Halo nest, where you might be surprised just how big they've become. Our Outworld's looking a lot better, and it only took about 3 minutes to completely clean out all the debris. We did use a paper towel with a bin here that has fluon around the sides. You just want to go in. Floridanus is a non-stinging species, so you can use your hands, but for species that may have a stinger and whatnot, you want to make sure you have gloves, and you can also use cotton to kind of scoop them up and drop them off as well. Alright, we're looking good. One next thing I want to do for them before we add their new extension is take some of our trusty fluon here and add a decently new barrier along the walls, just to make sure that we don't have to worry about mass escapes in the future. As we look into the My Antics Halo nest, the first thing you'll notice is a large clump of ants in the top chamber. This chamber has the smallest entrance, and I believe the ants like to raise all of the brood here because it may feel the safest for them. If we look a little closer, we can see that the Amber Maidens are working on a large amount of eggs right now. We have a couple workers that are wrestling with them, moving them around, and tending to them continuously. Below our egg piles here, you can see the mature brood and cocoons. These cocoons are hatching continuously from anything from the nurse ants all the way to the super majors. If we look a little closer here, you can see that these tan orange colored ants are brand new and they've hatched within the last 48 to 72 hours. Within the next couple of days, they will turn into the dark brownish red that you see the other ants have, and they will continue the cycle and helping the colony grow. It's really cool. It's a cool sight to see just how well they're doing in the halo nest and exactly how much they've matured in this time. But if we were to look around a little bit more, we'll notice that the other chambers also have workers in them, though not as clumped. I noticed that these outer two chambers here and here is where they like to drag a lot of the protein and debris. I believe truly that they bring it in here to rip it apart, and then they take it back out to the Outworld, if it's not too big, of course. Here we have a giant super major. Look at that head. That is a huge head. Now in comparison, this is a super major. Right next to them is a major. Now the majors are still quite large. They have big bodies and decent sized chompers on them. But those super majors, not really something I'd want to get bit by. Lastly, while we're looking around, you'll notice their trash pile in the corner. Now, ever since I've started making the white nests, I've noticed that the debris, the garbage, and the waste does stand out. But I can say firmly that most ant colonies will take these leftover piles and put them in the Outworld. Normally, wherever you offer them honey, eventually that'll be where they do trash disposal. And hopefully they will remove all of this in the upcoming weeks. Alright, let's prepare the new halo nest. We got our acrylic square here for the viewing. Everything looks good on that. Let's take some water real quick. Add the filler. I do want to apologize to you guys. I know quite a few of you have been asking when my Antics Halo Nests starter kits will be back in stock. I almost feel bad, but this is one of them that we just restocked. So if we run out again, I'll do my best to make more as soon as possible. As you know, every piece of this I do make myself. The connectors, the plugs, the nests themselves. The only thing I don't make is the Outworlds, and I have to do quite a lot of magic to make them look like how they do. So when you guys see that the starter kits are out of stock, I am working extremely hard to get more available, and you guys are great trusting the Antics brand. I work real hard on these, and to see you guys enjoy them and give feedback is something that I really appreciate. One thing I do want to mention, we had a comment recently talking about the connectors and how they could be improved upon, so I'm going to do a little bit of research and see if we can make the connectors better. We have done a few different upgrades to these in the past, one of them being adding another vent hole for the Outworld. One of them would be thinning the Outworld holes so you can plug the tubing on better, and another one in general was just making them a little bit more friendly so you don't have to try as hard when you push them on and put them out. But with that said, of course, you don't want to make them too flimsy. You always want to make sure there is a steady connection on here, and even if you tugged and pulled, like say a cat tried to paw at it, these wouldn't come out easily, and that was the initial thought process. Anyways though, let's go ahead and plug the Halo Nest connector in. Now in a previous video, if you do follow the legacy here, these were made especially for the Antics Halo Nest, and with this piece here, you can continuously plug these in to both sides and the front, and you can make a whole Tetris type deal and keep expanding on however you feel you want to or the space you have provided. So, real quick, we're going to go ahead, just so we don't have to worry about it, we're going to plug this into one side here. Alright, we're going to take that out. Oh yeah, they're like, what the heck is going on? We're going to plug that in there, and we're going to plug that in there. Alright, we have a couple girls that got out. We're going to scoop them up real quick. 1, 2, 3. Is that all of them? Am I missing any? I think we're all right. Yeah? Yeah? Okay, cool. And voila, they're all plugged in together. And lastly, before they find the front hole, I did make a water test tube. As you guys probably know, not only do the connectors fit in every single hole, but so do all of my Antics test tubes. The test tubes and the hole ports for the nests are the same exact size. Great stuff, always comes in handy, I tell you what. Alrighty. Now then, you can see that the new Halo nest is a darker green. Now, of course, sure, this one is a little faded. It's under LED lights for, a majority of every day. But at the same time, it's warmer in the ant room, a lot warmer than the storage where I keep them. So you can see that this one's a little bit more yellow because it's warmer, and this green one will be heating up as well. Let's zoom in and watch the show. It's been about an hour and a half since we added the new Halo nest to the Amber Maidens extension nest design. The Outworld is actually completely quieted down. Well, it is like 1 in the morning, so that's kind of to be expected. I noticed the ants aren't as active during this time, even though they are under a light in the Outworld. Alright, looks like we do have a little bit more movement than before. I'm noticing a giant super major. We got a couple majors walking around and some regular workers as well. Now keep in mind, every single worker, major, super major, that walks around this nest is leaving an invisible trail. It's putting down pheromones and scent, and they are deciding right now if this nest is worthy of being an extended home to their colony, or should I say empire. So, it's been about a week. I had to take a couple days, computer's acting up, may have to get a new one to keep uploading videos, but in the meantime, it's been about 7 days since we gave them the new Halo nest, and we're going to take a first look on camera. If we peek in here, we can see that our lovely queen is still sitting there with all of her family members. We have a lot of activity going on when it comes to moving brood around, brood care, brood tending, and it looks like they've been quite busy in the Outworld as well. Camponotus Floridanus are known for ripping and shredding, and they're actually very powerful jaws when it comes to the species. As you can see, they've been tearing at their water cotton. They've ripped some pretty interesting holes and crevices into the debris of their protein. They've also ripped a couple other things to shreds. You can see that there's a lot of little particles in there. But let's get back to what we're really interested in, and that's the new nest that we gave them. Looking closer, it looks like they're taking full advantage of the extra space. The halo nest really does give them a lot of room to grow and to feel secure with the one way in, one way out. I'd say that about 1/3 of the colony has probably moved over to the new halo nest since we gave it to them. And, as you can see, it's literally right next door to the queen's chamber, so they never feel like they're too far away from the action. All in all, it was a pretty fun video showing you guys just how excited they are when they get new spaces and how much they needed it. If you've been around for a while, then you know that the Amber Maidens were named by the community and started off in a colony that had to have been no more than 10 to 15 workers at the time. Now they have 2 nests to grow into, and it looks like they're doing pretty dang good. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If we do have any discount promo codes on the my Antics Halo nest, I'll put them in the description, along with anything else you may be able to take benefit for. Well, we could peek over here. We do have a giveaway, end of year giveaway going on the My Antics website right now. More information is on the main page that you can look into that. You have a chance of winning either $250 gift card for My Antics or the big grand prize, a $450 My Antics gift card, which obviously, as you would imagine, it's something that you could totally upgrade your ant space with if given the chance to win. Alright guys, you all have a wonderful night. We'll probably get into these girls next video, and we'll be talking about the amazing Pogonomyrmex Badius as well, because they have a lot of updates I can't wait to show you. As it says on the poster, happy ant keeping to you all.